two, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Now they try the right side here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Second down, Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. Well, it can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Prescott looks to throw on first. It's caught right side, it turns. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
3rd and long for Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Prescott. This is caught by Hearns. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out.
Rush coming and he's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Prescott off play action. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And barely able to knock it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Geis. And Hill running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Room to run past midfield. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put him in the driver's seat. Hopkins with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Prescott on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Into the Redskins. Have it they do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On first down, this is Geis. He juked him. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. On the crossing route, complete. It's Little. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Geis, they'll try to run it. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They run with Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn...
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Smith. They'll check it down to Geis. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On second down, Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Prescott now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Prescott. Completes it to Hearns. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Prescott yet again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. Forced out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Double.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Little. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Swings it for the pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Bailey able to knock it through. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to the Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Irving coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Dumps it off for Geis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he checks this one down to Williams. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a pitch out to Williams. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run it again with Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it overall.
Williams loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Smith. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
To throw on second down is Smith. He's going to go up top. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's He's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two is snuffed out. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back now in Arlington. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go. Get out there. Here you go, 46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Off to Geis on the screen. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 59 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around.
We'll see what they do. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 2nd down, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Ready. 15, yeah. 15, yeah.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball. Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort. Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. Now a give running left is Geis. And some room to run now. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point. He has to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does. You're a company man. Aren't I, though? And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Prescott now. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly deep.